Hi, hello. This is probably gonna be the shortest video I do for this game because this is like a very easy, like super easy mechanic to wrap your head around, and some people would like have just some misconceptions about it, and I don't really know why, but I guess I can understand because the game is in JP and people can't necessarily understand everything on the UI. So today we're gonna be talking about getting your character's style master and mostly reincarnations. I was going to split this into two videos, but because both of these mechanics kind of work in tandem with each other, I ended up deciding just to put these all into one video. Oh wow, hit the mic. So when it comes to your characters, right, you typically can, as you can see, I have, oh wait, that's not showing every single character. Let me turn that off. There we go. As you can see, I have quite a few characters. Not all of them are leveled up. Most of them, I pretty much use the same like 5 to 10 units for most stages and maps. On the topic of reincarnation and getting your style master, if you look at my Lancelot, he's actually level 50. We can actually go over to the reincarnation tab. You can see that he's been, if you look right here where I'm clicking, you can actually see that he's been reincarnated 4 times. I'm actually on the 5th reincarnation, and the only reason I haven't done this is because I don't have any stamina to level him up, and I need to finish my story stages, and I cannot have him running around here at level 1. So for the purpose of this video, I actually leveled up a completely different unit. And actually, before I get on to him, I have this on multiple characters, so I mean, I'm pretty sure I've figured out like a relatively efficient way of explaining this without it being too scuffed, but we'll see. But yeah, on the side, I actually leveled up and picked out a random 3-star unit because, as you can see, I have quite a few units, as I mentioned, and I decided, or actually I let the Discord decide. If you haven't joined the Discord, by the way, join that. I'm gonna need Noir to give us like another invite because I think our current invite expired, but join the Discord. It should be up on the Reddit if you find it. But yeah, I leveled up a completely different unit, 3-star unit, just because I'm pretty sure everybody at this point in the game has some random 3-star that they can use. But I leveled up, I think his name is Owen. I think it's Owen, or is it Alan? But yeah, I leveled him up just for the purpose of this video. So upon reaching level 50 with your character, you're going to be presented with essentially 2 different options for when you want to progress. Now, this bottom tab, I'm actually going to go over the bottom tab before I get into the reincarnation tab, because some people are actually very confused about this as well. Upon reaching level 50, you actually end up getting a memory. And the memory is essentially your stats previously when you were at level 50 on your previous reincarnation. Now, this is a very good mechanic for if you reincarnate and somehow your pin average for your character is lower than your previous one, or if a stat that you didn't want to be as low is lower than before. On my current reincarnation, he's at 112 HP, 105 attack, 51 defense, 54 magic defense, and so on and so forth. I don't really have to get into each individual stat. But as you can see, his stat line is actually a lot better, and you can see at the bottom that the pin average is at 8.2 versus 8.1. Overall, you would just keep this, but if you were in a position where the stat lines upon leveling up just weren't where you would want them to be, there's 2 options over here on the side. Let me not click that just yet, where you can essentially choose to save your current memory over top of the one that you have on the right, or you can revert your character back to the one that they had previously before reincarnating. Now, if I'm correct, I do this without thinking too much, so like I'm pretty sure it's the second one. Even if it's not, it'll be okay. Okay, yep, there we go. So just for the purpose of this video, I revert right now. If you click the second option, as you can see, it reverts him back to the reincarnation state that he had previously. And you can see that by the pin average at the bottom saying 8.6 or 8.1, not 8.6. Now, overall, his stats are a lot lower, but I just wanted to showcase that for the purpose of doing it. On the flip side, if you wanted to save your current one, like if I had wanted to save the 8.2, you would click the first option and it would save that. Now, that's really all you have to do. That's all you have to do for this tab. This bottom tab is very easy. It's save or overwrite. pretty much like your save data in RPG. This first tab is leveling. We don't really have, no, not the first tab. Second tab is leveling, but he's already at level 50, so we can't click it. Top tab is for your limit breaks, and as you can see, I still need 10 more shards to limit break him up to 4 stars, so I can't do anything right there. But essentially, this will give you a good chunk of base stats, not as much as you would get from your style board, and I'll have a video on style boards at some point. Limit breaking does give you a nice little chunk of stats, but what we're really gonna get into is the style master. So if you see to the right, he has all of his stats lined up, but in the bottom right, there is a equip item that you can get for the character. Now, typically, these items are unavailable at the beginning of the game, and you typically end up getting them upon reincarnating your character 3 times. And for the purpose of this video, I've actually already reincarnated him twice before doing this. But essentially, upon reincarnating your unit 3 times, you end up getting a style master. Now, style masters typically come with a variety of different like stat lines. At the moment, they don't have passives, but the devs did say that they were going to be adding passives to style masters somewhere down the line. So we're not going to talk too much about this part. Each style master is different. As you can see, his gives him 5 weight on the bottom, and then it gives him 6, I think it's crit. But each one's different. If I were to click over to Claire, like Claire's gives her HP, 48 attack, and then 3 weight. Guinevere, I'm pretty sure, let's see, attack, HP, attack, magic, defense, physical defense. It varies character by character for the most part. But to actually unlock this item, there's typically 3 steps that you go about doing. And I'm going to ignore the leveling part because leveling is the easiest part, obviously, because you get levels just from doing anything involving battle in this game. Upon reaching level 50, you would click this 3rd tab. And this 3rd tab is going to start you off at 0. And upon hitting this button, you would reincarnate once. Now, upon reincarnating, your unit is reset back to level 1, but they have a higher baseline stat that they can pretty much grow with. So upon reincarnating, you can actually pick any of these 1 stats. Typically, it varies unit by unit, but I would just say pick your highest pin average stat, and it'll save you so much time. Because he's a 3-star unit, he doesn't really have like outstanding stats, and there's not really any specifics I can go into for his stat line. But I think for the most part, I've been reincarnating him with HP, because as you can see, his HP is at 112, which is relatively high if I were to compare it to, you know, Claire over here. Now, typically upon your first reincarnation, you reset the 1, you pick a stat, and it'll grow at a better rate compared to the other stats. Your pin average, I think, maxes out at 3 for the most part for what you can gain. I might have to like correct that at some point, but I'm pretty sure it maxes out at 3. So upon reincarnating, when you pick a stat, it'll grow at a better rate and your level will be reset to 1. That's the first step. Second step is the exact same thing, funny enough. You're going to level the unit to 50 again. This option is going to change from 1 to 2, and you're going to reincarnate the second time. Again, you would just pick another stat, any random stat that you would think is ideal for your unit. You're going to get reset back to 1, and then you're going to have to level up back to 50 again. Now, before I actually reincarnate him, I'm going to show you very quickly what it looks like after the first reincarnation. So let's just swap out Claire. Now, typically this bottom option down here where you can see me tapping my mouse and hearing my mouse is going to be locked. Upon your first reincarnation, this actually unlocks and you're able to equip other style masters. So I could equip him with any other character's style master that I have unlocked. Upon reincarnating 2 times, nothing actually happens. It's mostly an in-between step, so it's not anything extensive. But upon reincarnating him a 3rd time, which is what we're going to do now, just let me find him. There we go. And I'm pretty sure his name is Owen. Upon reincarnating him a 3rd time, his level is going to be reset back to 1, and we're going to unlock his style master, as you can see right here. Now, as I said, his style master isn't the best, but I did it just for the purpose of this video. Now, upon unlocking your style master, you actually would go back to your team tab. And as you can see, he still has nothing equipped, but we could equip him with his own Style Master. And now he has +6 crit on his base stat line. This is probably too much for you to handle, so I'm not even gonna get into this. But yeah, Style Masters typically vary character by character. Some characters have better Style Masters than others, and some not so much. As a comparison point, as you can see with Owen's, his only gives you +6 crit and 5 weight, versus me using Lancelot's, which gives you +20 HP, +20 attack. What is this? Attack, magic, and then 32 defense. So pretty much HP, attack, and defense for the most part. It varies character by character. Like I know Noir's is like very high in the HP scaling department, and Arthur's is like mostly split across the board with HP and magic. But yeah, it's a very simple mechanic. I would say before reincarnating for your Style Master, make sure it's on a unit that actually gives you a beneficial one, because obviously Owen's isn't the most beneficial, but I would say a character like Arthur, if you rerolled for him, it's very good. Main character Noir, equally as good for your tanky units. Lancelot, really good. Guinevere's isn't the best, or not Guinevere, Grimoire isn't the best, but it varies character by character. I guess that's really about it. I mean, it's a very simple mechanic, and it's mostly, I think, confusion that comes from not understanding the UI, which I should have a UI video out at some point. Where are you at? That's not you, Owen. Where are you at, Owen? Back here. But yeah, another quick rundown. Initially, your character is going to be at level 1. You're going to level them up to 50. Upon reaching level 50, which, I mean, I could take them to level 24, but I can't take them to 50 right now. Upon reaching level 50, you would click the third option, and you would choose a stat to keep. Typically, I would say keep the stat that is the highest for the most part, but some characters you can choose a different one. But you would you would pick the stat that's most ideal for you to keep. You would reincarnate, your character would be put back to level 1, but you would actually unlock your first reincarnation option slot. You won't unlock your Style Master, but you'll be able to equip other character Style Masters for the most part. You will repeat that for step 2, and then upon doing step 3 and reincarnating, you will unlock your Style Master, which you can then go back, which I really wish that they would update this UI just a bit. You can go back, click this bottom tab right here, and you can equip your Style Master. Now, I'm probably not going to use Owen, if that's your name, buddy, as much, but I just felt like I had to make this video because some people are kind of confused about this mechanic, and it's not that hard. But if this was helpful in any kind of way, for the most part, leave a like, comment, subscribe. It's kind of late. Your boy just got off of work, and I just decided to make this. But yeah, it's been your boy Vale, aka ReiganRensha, and I'm gonna go get me a smoothie.